A firearms instructor was killed by a 9-year-old girl with an Uzi. A firearms instructor, you know, the guys who train you how to properly use a gun. And this guy was probably, he's probably trained law enforcement. He probably was former law enforcement, Army, Marines, whatever. He probably had a background in something before becoming a shooting instructor, and something that involved using a lot of firearms. I mean, that's just typical of all the guys I know who teach firearms and stuff like that. I mean, the guy I got my CCW from, he worked for Triple Canopy. That's a PMC group. Made about $300,000 a year. Cool. Anyways, now I saw a bunch of videos on it. Well, all you see is this bald guy showing this little girl and how to properly fire the gun. Now, you've probably heard that in several of my videos. No, I do not live in the hood. But I live by a major highway. Interruptions. Now, how did this happen? He's a firearms instructor. This shouldn't have happened to a guy who teaches how to use a gun properly. Well, I believe it was Da Vinci who said this, the laws of the universe, if it can go wrong, it will. So in other words, damn. If something bad can happen, it's going to happen. Like my computer can miraculously explode right now and I can have all the battery acid from the... It's a laptop. Come over my face and that could kill me. I can choke on my rice here. Rice, green beans, chunks of meat, and shrimp. I can choke on that crap. My dog may come up the stairs and decide, hey, I don't like you anymore, and bite my throat out. If it can go wrong, it will go wrong somewhere, someplace. Now, the things that were here, you got a firearms instructor, a 9-year-old girl. I don't know how many times this 9-year-old girl has ever shot, but this probably scarred her for life, more than likely. Give it a 99% chance. So she may never pick up a gun ever again. But what the fuck is a 9-year-old girl doing with a fully automatic weapon? Here's my question. Why the fuck wasn't that damn thing put on semi-auto? It's a 9-year-old girl. You think she's going to be able to handle the recoil of a full mag? I'm for teaching young kids how to properly handle firearms, because if you teach them while they're young to respect the weapon, they generally respect the gun as well. It's a gun. It's a dangerous thing. It can hurt somebody if I am doing things improper with it. And as such, quite possibly the smartest idea is to teach somebody at a young age to respect something. But just like with many other things, like my violin, it's a youth-sized one. Because, well, there's a screw-up with my order with Amazon. You teach them something that they can handle at that time. You give a young person a full-size violin, they may not be able to utilize it as well as if they had one scaled down a little bit. So maybe she shouldn't have been firing a 9mm. Maybe she should have been firing a 22. Why the fuck was she on full auto? It's a young child. They're not going to have the strength, whether it be a boy or a girl, unless it's like one of those super bodybuilder kids that you see every now and then on the internet, to handle the recoil of a fully loaded mag. Of course shit's going to go downhill. And she killed somebody. She's going to feel bad about that for the rest of her life. May never pick up a gun in her life. Or she may become a range safety Nazi. Like, to an extremity. But these things happen. There are always accidents on the range. To every fucker who decides that they're going to go to the range drunk, I don't feel sorry for those people if they get hurt. But in innocent cases like this, yeah, it's a terrible, terrible thing. I feel bad for both the girl and the guy who died. But you gave a 9-year-old Earl a fucking fully automatic gun. Yeah, I'm not surprised at all. Now me, I don't know if the Uzi, you could switch that thing to semi-automatic. I know there are semi-automatic Uzis out there. But maybe if you are able to switch an Uzi to semi-automatic, maybe that would have been a better idea. That's where it's like bang, 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 rather than clack, 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 clack. You know what the fuck I meant. Oh, I probably got like 5 dislikes right there. Regardless of which, it's a sad ordeal. And, well, the anti-gunners are going to use this as, why was a 9-year-old girl using a gun? Shut the fuck up. This is going to be used for political bullshit, just like the Young Turks have been doing for a long fucking time. We had 4 instructors die this year. Yeah. And we've had how many soldiers die? We've had how many people die of car accidents from driving under the influence? We've had how many people die from common colds? Firearms don't kill as many people as other things, and yet they want to look at firearms as like, oh, we can control that. Well, can you control every drunk driver? Can you? Can you control every time an elevator or other pieces of machinery fuck up and break and kill somebody on accident? Can you control people dying from asbestos and other things that you find in all these old antiquated factories that shouldn't be there, that should have been fixed, that should have been taken out when they die of cancer after 5 years of working there? Well, liberals seem to think that they got the answer for everything. Oh, we're just gonna go do this. And then they fuck it up later on. Oh, and don't think that I'm for one particular political party. I think the Republicans are shitbags too. God damn it, that's what I get for living next to this fucking highway. You always get dumbasses who don't know what the fuck they're doing. And you always get events where people who know what the hell they're doing just so happen to have that one time where things that can go bad do go bad, and they fuck up and die. Or maybe they don't fuck up, just circumstance causes them to die. Could have been a ricochet. I mean, I remember watching a video of some guy shooting his 50 cal on a steel plate. They should have gone right through the steel plate, but instead somehow that 50 cal ricocheted and took the guy's hat and part of the top of his skull right off. He survived, because it's just a grazing wound. He's not going to grow any hair on that area, though. I mean, it penetrated the skin, but it just took... You know what, just YouTube that. It's on YouTube. Can't remember the name of it. It was like Ricochet 50 cal. Just, yeah, forget it. Things do go wrong. And you got these safety Nazis out there who, like, think that nothing can go wrong if you follow proper procedure. Well, that will lower risk of bad things happening, but that never, ever makes it so that it never happens at all. Rather than trying to utilize this for a political means, you left-wing shitbags that I know that are going to immediately start screaming, this is why we should ban guns. How's about you start thinking about the families and start respecting them? And I know Fox News is just as bad, but respect the fucking families and say, oh, this is a terrible, terrible thing, without jumping on, this is why we need to go do this political blah, blah, blah. Anyways, I'm done talking about this. Because honestly, the fact that I even have to make a video on it just irritates the shit out of me. Because too many of you are fucking retarded and don't know what the hell you're goddamn talking about. You don't want to look at both sides of a goddamn story. You just want to go by your own bullshit to maintain your own stupid sensibilities. Me? I'm not left or right. I'm constitutionalist. Anyone else? Go fuck yourself. Have a nice day.